So, before starting the session, I would like to know from you all, have you participated in this session earlier also, or you will participate for the first time? Just a quick reply in chat box. It would be great if you can just type in chat box yes or no so that we can get started with the session. Okay. So most of you will be participating for the first time. Okay, no issues. So let me tell you about the today's agenda. Just a second. So firstly, we will discuss about the overview of the solution challenge. Then moving forward, we will discuss about what are the sustainable development goals on which you will build the solutions. And then we will get how you can get started with the Google products. Then at last, we will have a small Q&A in which you can ask all your doubts related to the session. So what is solution challenge? Solution challenge is basically a worldwide hackathon in which you have to solve and build solutions for sustainable goals. You can use either one sustainable goal out of 17 or you can use more than one. Okay, so these goals were created by the United Nations in 2015 and these goals have to be achieved by 2030. Okay, so we all are in this solution challenge, we all have to build solutions around these sustainable goals. So coming forward, what is the eligibility criteria? Who can participate and what are the team building rules? We will discuss this. So any university student, either undergrad or graduate student can participate. You must be above age of 18 years and the most important, you must be a GDSC member. Means you must have joined a chapter page, which is GDSC MIT chapter page. Most of you have already joined it. Those who have not joined, you can join from the Linktree link. Okay. And each person can join only one team. You can't be in two teams. Okay, one person can only be in one team. Now, what are the team building rules? The most important one, you must have to join the GDSC chapter and at least one person on the team must be of our college. Okay, then you can form a team from 1 to 4 people. Either you can build the solution or the project individually, or you can form a team of 4 people max. Okay. Then the team members can be from different universities, different GDSC chapters, or different countries. But the condition is that one member should be from GDSC MIT. Then what are the timelines? So in the February we are having an info session, and in March the submissions will open from March 17 and the submissions will close on March 31st. Okay, so you have almost a month in which you can build your solutions. After this, the first round of evaluation will and we will receive the top 100 global team winners, which will be announced by the global team on May 3rd. Okay. After the top 100 teams will be announced, they will have a mentorship phase in which they will be getting the mentorship from the Googlers and they will help them to build solutions. Then in June, the top 100 teams have to develop the solution and submit the final solution till June 2, and in the June 19 top 10 teams will be announced. After 10 finalists will be announced, there will be a demo day in which you will learn how to build the solutions like front end of your website, back end. So you will get all these mentorship from the Googlers. After that, on August, there is a demo day on which the top 3 winners will be showcasing their project in the YouTube live. Okay, so this is all about the timelines. Moving forward, how you can get started. So there are 14 steps and these are really, really simple. So step 1 is you have to join a GDSC chapter or GDSC club. Then you have to form a team and you have to select on which UN problem you will work. Okay, there are 17, so you can work either on one or many. Okay, step 5 is you have to identify a solution. Then you have to learn about the technologies you will use in your solution and you have to build the solution. Firstly, you will design the front end interface and then you will design the back end. Okay, step 7 is that you have to test your solutions. Means you have to test your solutions using, like, publish your web page if you are making a website, or if you are making an app you have to publish it on Play Store. Okay, then comes the submission and judging phase. In this, you have to record a demo video and you have to submit your project information between 17 March and 31st March. Then top 100 solutions will be announced in May and they will get the mentorship, just like I told in the previous slide. And then in June, we will have the top 10 finalists, and in August, the demo day. Okay, so this is all about the timelines. So, how you are going to submit the solution? Basically, these are the submission criteria, and these all have points and you will be evaluated on the certain criteria. So first one is project setup, then implementation, then feedback, then success and completion of solution, and then scalability. So if I talk about it individually, in the project setup, you have to clearly describe what is your problem statement, like on what problem statement you are building your solutions. Then secondly, you have to tell what UN sustainable development goal you are choosing and what inspired you to choose this. Okay, then comes the implementation one. You have to describe the whole architecture of your project on which you are developing the solution. It can be basic one also. It is not necessary that if you build complex architecture then only your project will get selected. And in this, you have to also tell about what Google products and platform you use and why you choose them. Then comes our feedback. In this, you have to take feedbacks from the user, test your solution and iteration. Okay, if there is a little bug in your solution, then you have to move from the start and you have to build it again. Okay. Then success and completion of solution. In this, you have to address the challenge you are looking to solve. Okay, and you have to upload a demo video, just like I said. The maximum limit of the video is 2 minutes. You can make sure that the video demonstrate your working application. You can tell what Google products you use and you can include the visual representations also. Okay, then comes our scalability. In this, basically you have to tell about how you can scale your project in the future. So this is about how you can submit your solution. After that, we have the technology criteria. So for technology also, there are certain points. There are 25 points out of 50 points. In this, they will look upon your architecture, your high level components, the responsibility of each component your product is having. Okay, and the code and testing also contains 5 points. Then how you can create a problem statement. So we have 17 UN problems. From that, you have to create a problem statement, and your problem statement should be a good one. Okay, it must impact the community. You have to see the size and scope of problem. You can't say, like, if that we don't want to go to college because of attendance issue. Okay, so that's not the problem statement you can use. Okay, then how you can structure a problem statement while documenting and by submitting the solution. You can start with who is experiencing the problem, what is the problem, where and when the problem is occurring, and why is it a problem. Okay, so you have to describe all these four criteria. You will judge on them. Now comes judging criteria for judges, how you will get judged. So for technology, we have 25 points, and for impact also, we have another 25 points, which makes 50 points. You have to establish a clear idea of your problem statement. Then you have to explain clearly which UN goal you are choosing and why you have chosen that. Then same thing, the feedback, what solution addresses the challenge, and what future scalability goals you have for your solution. In the technology, same thing I told in the previous slide, how you will implement the technical components, how is the architecture, what is the specific products and platform you are using. Okay, so now prices, what all you will get. So there are different tiers for prices as well. All the participants will be getting a Google Developer Digital Profile badge on your developer's profile, and you will be getting an official certificate. And this certificate will matter. Okay, if you post it on LinkedIn, it will matter because it is a global hackathon and a worldwide hackathon. The top 100 teams which will get selected, they will get a customized mentorship from the Googlers. They will also get a branded t-shirt, and they will also get the certificate. The top 10 finalists will get the mentorship till the demo day, which is in which only 10 finalists will go, and they will get a customized swag box and a social recognition on social media platforms like LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter, and of course the certificate. Now, the contest finalist will get cash prize of 1,000 rupees, which is $1,000, sorry, which is equivalent to 82,000 rupees. And in addition to this, they will get all these, which the top 10 finalists will get. And moving forward, the top three winners will get a cash prize of $3,000, which is equivalent to 2,57,000 rupees. And all this, in addition to the swag bags, they will get the individual certificate, they will also get social recognition, and they will also get the opportunities to showcase their solution on the demo day. So this is all about the prizes. Now, how you can register. You can simply scan this and register on the Google form. Okay. So this is the form created by the global team, not by us. I would like to show the form. So here is the form. It is very simple. You can read all these things. So you have to put your email address, then name, then how you are associated with GDSC. Are you a member? Are you a GDSC lead? Or are you a core team member? Okay. Then does your university have a GDSC chapter or not? So our university has a GDSC chapter, so you can mark this. Then when here you have to firstly select India, and then you will write the college name. Okay, so you have to select from these our college name and the location. After that, we have what are the UN sustainable goals you will be building solutions on. So you can either select the goals if you have decided. If you are not sure about which goal you will use, you can click on not sure also. Okay, so the form is very simple. You can simply fill this all and you will get registered for the solution challenge. We have also share the link in the chat box so that you can register easily. Now moving forward to what are the sustainable goals. So these are the 17 sustainable goals like no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, and many more. You can see all these and you can also see them on the Solution Challenge website, and we will also share the link of the PPT. Okay. Then this is the project spotlight of 2022 Solution Challenge. This is by the JDSC Vietnam. In this, the team created a gateway which has a digital check-in system, which has a COVID-19 digital check-in system. In this, they basically used an open source IoT solution, and they have used the technologies like Angular, Firebase, Flutter, Google Cloud Platform. So you can use all this, and you have to build solutions like this to get in the top 3 or top 10. Okay. So they have chosen this sustainable goal, good health and well-being. Now I would like to call Akansha so that she can tell you about how you can get started with the Google products.
Okay, thank you, Satakshi. I hope now everyone gets familiar with the solution challenge, what is it's all about and all. So let's move on to our next agenda. How do I get started with Google products? In this section, we will discuss how to do project planning, the Google technologies that you can use in your projects, and we will also look at some of the sample architectures. Okay, so first one is project planning. So project planning is included 4 steps: idea, prototype, build and test, and deploy. So what does idea include? As you all will be working in a team, so first all of the team members will come up with any idea or the solution for any particular problem. And after that, you will create a prototype accordingly, like what your model is going to look like. It's a prototype is actually a early sample, a model project. So after that, you will create the actual model. After submitting the actual prototype, then you will create you will build the solution accordingly and test it. If everything is working well in your project, you can then deploy your project. So next, we will be seeing next slide. Okay, so these are the Google products which you can use in your projects: TensorFlow, Google Cloud, Firebase, PWAs, Android, and Flutter. So we will discuss each one of them. We will look at them one by one. First is TensorFlow. So TensorFlow is an open source framework which was developed by Google researchers to run machine learning and deep learning. And for those of you who want to get into the field of AI and ML, should definitely try it. It's a very beginner friendly platform. And for learning, you can use this resource. So this is the official website of TensorFlow, and there are several resources. You can learn through this guided path, step by step. So the next technology we have is Google Cloud. I'm sure everyone is familiar with this, as already the GDSC Club of MIT has done the GCP campaign on it. So Google Cloud is a public cloud computing service which was offered by Google, and this platform offers services for compute, storage, and cloud management, big data as well. So I'm sure you already know how to use the Google Cloud for those who have already done the campaign. And these are the learning resources provided by the Google. It's totally free and you can use it. The next technology we have is next technology we have is Firebase. So Google Firebase is a Google backend application development software, which enables developers to develop Android and iOS and Android. So you can use Firebase for many things like database, hosting, authentication, and much more. So for learning, you can use these resources, and yeah, these are totally available on the Google. You can check it out. So PWA stands for Progressive Web Apps. So this is an app built from the web technologies. We all know these technologies, which is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. But it is built with the feel and functionality that rivals an actual native app. So PWAs are built to take advantages of native mobile devices features, and you can use without requiring the end users to visit an app store. It makes a purchase very download and software locally. So for learning, you can use the official documentation. I have to say, you can look at this learning resource because it's very detailed and every step is included. So for those who want to learn the PWA can use this. The next is Android. And this is also a familiar word for all of you. Android is a mobile operating system which was developed by Google, and it's primarily used for touchscreen devices and cell phones and tablets. It's an open platform, and nowadays many of the developers are working into Android. So it's a very great technology. Let's look at our last technology by Google, and this is the most popular one now these days. I'm sure most of you have heard already about it. So Flutter is a mobile app development platform, and it allows developers to create web and desktop and cross-platform apps, which can run on both Android and iOS. So Flutter uses a reactive programming language, which is called Dart, and it helps to make the development faster and easier. For learning, you can see the official documentation given by the Google. Okay, so from here now, Ashutosh will discuss about the sample architectures and look at the technology criteria as well.
Okay. Thank you, Akansha. So, hey everyone, this side Ashutosh Rana. Let's proceed further in this amazing session. So, to begin with, let's have a look on some sample architectures. So, here comes sample app 1. Here, suppose you want to build an app to which you can send some images and get info about those images. So, for that, we have used TensorFlow and Android, which is our Google technology tech stack. Now, TensorFlow is used for training your app how to work. That is, you will provide sample images for training TensorFlow model and it will respond with data that you trained the model with whenever the app encounters similar type of images. Next slide, please. Sample app example. Suppose you are building a mobile app, you can use tech stacks from Google like Firebase and Flutter. Now let us discuss each tech stack, what will they function. So suppose you are using Cloud Firestore for database. It will let you easily store, sync, and query data for your mobile or web app. And to make it more secure, Firebase will be used. It provides authentication using passwords, phone number, and other familiar authentications you are using in day-by-day life. Now, to add more functionality like updating users regularly about the app, like we get notifications of content posted, likes, and comments from Instagram, Facebook, and alike, you can use cloud functions. Next slide, please. Now, here is another example of. So, PWA stands for Progressive Web Apps. These are the websites that looks and behave as if it is a mobile app, which is discussed by Akansha as well. It delivers all functionalities of an app to a user without an app store. So you will use browser for accessing PW. So for that, we have already discussed the Firebase authentication, Cloud Firestore, Cloud Functions. The unique tech stack used here is Cloud Vision API. So Cloud Vision API is used for image. The image will be labeled with a text and you will get data related to that image. Next slide, please. Now here is another example in which you can build a PWA or a mobile app, whatever is suits you. So we have already discussed these tech stacks like Firebase authentication, Cloud Firestore, Cloud Functions, etc. The unique technology here used is Cloud Translation API. Now, what does Cloud Translation API do? Cloud Translation API is used to translate into more than 100 languages. It is a Google technology which we are using in our day-by-day life, which is Google Translator. Next slide, please. Yeah. Now here comes another example in which you can use Google Cloud technologies, Android and Flutter for building a mobile app. So most of you are familiar with Google Cloud SQL, which will be used for managing your database, and Google Cloud Storage, which will provide storage for your all data that you want to store in your app. Next slide, please. Now, another example is of mobile app using technology, which we have already discussed, like Firebase authentication, cloud storage, etc. The unique tech stack here is Maps API, which you are already familiar with. That is Google Maps, through which you can give your app a functionality of Google Map to access location of a particular organization or etc. you want to get. Yeah, that's it. Now, here comes a task for you all. So we are having a small task for you. This is a frame which will be shared with you all through GDSC MIT WhatsApp group. So what will be your task? Your task will be to put your photograph inside the circle, sustainable goals, and social media, LinkedIn. After you will register for Google Cloud so 2023, that you can track your entries. And more precise information will be shared on WhatsApp group about the task. Now we are open for question and answers. If anybody is having any doubt related to today's session or anything, you can either put it in the chat box or you can also open your mic. Okay, we are Anmol Kumar. Could you just summarize the steps we are required to do for the same? So Anmol, I would like to give answer to your question. You have to fill the registration form, which is already shared in the chat box by Akansha. And then you have to choose one US sustainable goal out of 17. Then you have to US sustainable goal, you have to identify a problem which is common in our society or in our country or a particular group or organization of people. Then you have to follow the guidelines provided by the Google for detailing your prototype, and you have to submit it till March 31st. And after that, you will get selected based upon your prototype, and then the first will be guided from the Googlers to you.
Anyone, any questions? So we will also hosting different workshops for you all for the different technologies so that you can go through it if you are a beginner level in that technology. Yes, a non-tech background person can also participate in this hackathon. Firstly, you can register and then you can learn in the month of February and you can build the solution in the month of March. So a beginner can also participate in this.
CDSC MIT team is always available for you. If you have any doubt or a challenge you are facing, you can reach any of us and we will definitely help you out. No,
No,
there are no prerequisites required for this. Just a zeal to a solution and to solve a problem for society and contributing in the community.
anyone, any other doubts?